It's essentially a comedy. It's a bit like Blackadder meeting Shakespeare and colliding in a great big heap on the floor. But despite that kind of farcical element, there are lots of points in the play where audiences are going to suddenly stop and think about something that Shakespeare's saying. There are lots of very serious little moments that audiences will take away with them and think how pleased they were to be part of the production. One of the most astonishing things about this production is the sheer quality of the acting. It's a great tribute to Mark Fitzgerald, who's directing and also performing in this play, and Scott Drummond and Will O'Connell. And I think when audiences come, they'll suddenly realise just what depth there is in acting ability within the Questors membership. And just for that alone, I think it's worth coming to see this play.
We're using a puppet theatre in the second act where they do the play within a play, where Hamlet shows everyone how his stepfather has murdered his father. But in our version we do it as a puppet theatre. Mark uses some hand puppets to represent the Queen and the King, and he also brings a puppet shark into it, which I know isn't in the original version, but we're using it for our purposes. The thing is, it's supposed to be something that they've put together, probably not very well, so...
Yeah.
So I've been asked to make a stage dummy, and it's supposed to be a representation of one of the actors, Scott. So I hope Scott will forgive me that it's not anatomically correct. In fact, it's modelled on Steve, our stage manager, because he was the only person here to measure this morning. But basically I've been to a charity shop, bought a sheet, bought some old cushions, and I'm just trying to make this thing, and it will wear the same clothes as Scott, so hopefully nobody will see my bad handiwork too clearly. Scott wasn't available yesterday, so I had to use your measurements. Hope you don't mind. I did sort of stretch it out a little bit.
Is that why it looks so brilliant and, and muscular and everything?
That's right, but I have to warn you, it's not anatomically correct, so you know, not everything's there.
Another black flag here, a good right back there.
It's about this complex where
Should be. I originally saw it in 1989 in Edinburgh, and it blew me away. I thought it was just such an exciting idea, and it was so funny, and you know, obviously the guys loved Shakespeare, and I'd always wanted to be in it as an actor, and it didn't come available for 20 years, and it came available this year, so we had the opportunity to do it, and I just grabbed it straight away.
I think, Rachel, we're going to have to put some spots of paint here because under the lights the screws are going to sparkle, and we may have to tape a little bit down at the bottom because it's looking a bit rough down there. Apart from that, are you happy with it?
There was a good review that said, if you like Shakespeare, you'll really like this show, but if you hate Shakespeare, you'll love this show. So, in equal measures, the people that don't like him will get a lot out of it, but the people who know a lot about Shakespeare will see how detailed the play is as well.